But obviously, it's the easier fight is Rolly, so I understand. But you know,
how do you think that fight plays out?
Which one?
Rolly and,
yeah, I think Ryan win that comfortably. Yeah.
I think mentally, Rolly has an edge on Ryan Garcia. We whooped him in 2 sparring sessions when we were together, and right now it's going to come down to the mindset of each fighter. Whoever comes in the fight with the better, stronger mentality.
Who wins?
Okay, who wins?
Me personally, I believe Ryan Garcia.
Knockout or by point?
I would say
The build-up to May 2nd in Times Square is already reaching its peak, and predictions from the boxing world are making things even more intense. The fight between Ryan Garcia and Rolando Raleigh Romero is one of those rare matches where the result feels both certain and totally uncertain, depending on who you ask and how deeply you understand each fighter's mindset and style.
you got lucky.
Yeah, Rolly's always somehow finds a way.
The roly-poly, he just rolls into shit.
And this will probably be the biggest payday of Rolly's career.
For sure.
How do you see the fight going?
I destroyed that man.
Sean Porter is clearly supporting Garcia. His prediction is not unclear. It comes from their shared history. Porter talks about the one opponent both fighters have faced, Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Garcia and Romero both lost to Tank, but Porter believes those losses gave them important lessons. Still, he feels Ryan is the one who truly learned from it and returned more focused.
Became better from fighting Tank. I think that they knew certain mistakes that they made. I think they believed in their game plan. Got us all to believe in their game plan. I think they came to this fight with the right adjustments, but took it too far, I guess, for the sake of words. But I think that they'll both be better.
Yeah.
In their fight against one another. I don't know how to.
They're both super raw.
Yeah.
I think Ryan got more talent.
Porter isn't just picking the flashier fighter. He's watching Ryan's path after the Tank fight, noticing the small improvements in focus and ring awareness, the kind that turn promise into real championship strength. He does admit that Raleigh gained something from that fight too, but Porter's tone shows that only one of them has truly grown since then, and that's Garcia. It's not just about experience. Porter sees a natural talent in Ryan that he doesn't see in Raleigh. When asked if Ryan has more talent, he simply said, yeah. It wasn't a maybe or a careful answer.
Are we calling out Ryan?
Yeah.
How you like that fight?
No. How you like that fight?
Oh, that's a good fight. I think that's a great fight. I'm gonna be honest. I think that a lot of people are like, I'm crazy. I think that's a great fight. I worried that they both got Gervonta "Tank" Davis PTSD.
Tim Bradley adds even more support to Garcia's side. He believes Garcia's powerful left hook is the weapon that will end this fight. He's not speaking in metaphors. He truly thinks Romero won't see it coming, won't be able to handle it, and won't recover from it. But Bradley's view goes beyond just strategy. It's about personal growth. He's seen a change in Garcia, and that's important. The loud, unpredictable, and sometimes self-destructive version of Garcia seen in 2023 seems to have been replaced by someone more calm, focused, and professional.
Ryan's gonna catch him with that left hook, and it's gonna be 9-9. I think Ryan has changed, definitely. I think his character has definitely changed. With the way he's displaying it now, a lot more calmer, very respectful. Look like a real businessman now. He's not all loud and crazy like he was. He's kind of toned it and tamed it, calmed it and tamed it down, toned it down a bit. So I respect that with Ryan, man, and I think he's gonna be.
Bradley isn't just noticing Ryan's progress in the ring. He's seeing it in his life, too. He sees a businessman, someone who has quieted the chaos. Now, Ryan seems to be chasing a legacy, not just social media attention. When Bradley sees a fighter change like that, he takes it seriously. He predicts Ryan will train harder than ever, stay completely focused, and use his power with precision. In Bradley's view, the result will be a knockout, clear, final, and brutal. Then there's Sergio Mora. He doesn't hold back or sugarcoat things. His prediction isn't about who wins, but how fast someone gets dropped. Mora sees Garcia versus Romero as a wild shootout.
Knock people out. He has some holes in his defense. I think it's going to be a short, explosive fight where either of them could get hurt. Because Garcia's vulnerable defensively as well.
Ryan says 4 rounds, and he's out.
There you go, see? I was going to say 5, but yeah, man.
I've been hearing 4 and 5 from a lot of fans, either way, whether it's Rolly or
that fight
Ryan.
doesn't go into the second half. Too much firepower, too much.
That's not disrespect. It's just Mora's honest view. He says both fighters can get hurt and both can do serious damage, but their weak defense and dangerous power mean this fight won't last more than 5 or 6 rounds. He doesn't care who lands first, just that someone will, and when it happens, the lights are going out. Mora also points to Garcia's recent opponents. Since fighting Oscar Duarte, Garcia hasn't faced anyone with real knockout power. Devin Haney might have great skill, but Mora sees him as light-hitting. Romero, on the other hand, punches with serious force. Mora doesn't expect a careful fight. He expects chaos.
Looking past you to fight Devin Haney, that doesn't concern you at all?
I think Devin should get the fight again.
But he said he's not even worried about you. He's not even thinking about you. He's looking forward to that fight, and you're just going to be a bump in the road.
He can think whatever he wants. He knows me too well.
Mora also makes an important link to the October plans being quietly discussed by Turki Al Sheikh. The Saudi boxing backer has made it clear that what happens now will shape what comes next. Garcia needs this win, not just for a title or redemption, but to open the door for another huge fight against Haney. Mora sees the May 2nd event as a kind of audition. If you don't win, you're out of the story. The October card, which could include big names like Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia, will only happen if everything lines up just.
Who's next? Is it Devin?
It's Devin. We already signed
but
it.
Devin has to, okay.
He has to. We have to win. We have to win. Can't look over past our opponents. So, yeah, we already faced off. We're already ready to go. So.
Mora believes Garcia understands what's on the line, and that pressure, that urgency, is what will drive him to take bold risks. That's why Mora's prediction isn't just about who wins. It's about how fast and how violently the fight ends. But just when everything seems to be leaning in Garcia's favor, Claressa Shields steps in like a storm. The undisputed queen of women's boxing doesn't hold back. Her prediction? She doesn't want Ryan to win. She wants Rolando
It's out. Because Ryan's a drug cheat. And he know he cheated. And the world keeps saying, oh, Devin didn't get out of the way of a hook. He got hit with a steroid hook. I don't know why you guys keep putting that word off. It's like, it wasn't just a hook. And I feel like, too, I want Rolly to win because Ryan, disrespectful, man. He's a disrespectful kid, and I think everybody giving him a pass now. He's doing better and he went to rehab or whatever the case may be. That stuff.
Shields is speaking from a place much deeper than just analysis. She's coming from a place of anger, disgust, and maybe even feeling betrayed. In her view, Ryan Garcia isn't just a fighter with flaws. He's a disgrace to the sport. Her anger is focused on what she calls Garcia's steroid hook, referring to his failed drug test before the Devin Haney fight. Shields isn't the only one who feels this way, but she expresses it with explosive passion. She doesn't accept the idea that Ryan was just going through a tough time. She doesn't believe in the rebranding, and she doesn't care about forgiveness. In her world, if you cheat, you carry that shame forever. For her, there's no second chance.
Garcia did a year ago. How concerned are you with that left hook that he is so proud of?
Not very concerned at all.
At all?
At all.
Shields also brings up something many in the media try to avoid. Garcia's past behavior on social media, his racial slurs, his crazy videos, and his total lack of discipline. She calls it what it is and refuses to let the recent wave of good PR hide it. In Shields' eyes, Ryan Garcia is being given a pass he hasn't earned, and she's not willing to give him one. Her prediction isn't about tactics or footwork. It's about justice. She wants Rolando Romero to send a message and end the idea of Garcia's redemption story.
Hasn't been a apology from him yet. Look, I don't care how drunk or how you was. That's not acceptable. I have to give a lot of respect to Devin because I would have handled things way, way differently. If a girl was doing that to me.
And in the middle of all this noise, there's the truth. Rolando Romero has more than just a puncher's chance. No one's giving him credit for finesse, but his wild style is his strength. He thrives in the chaos. If Garcia hesitates, if he underestimates, if he doesn't protect his chin, Romero can make everything Shields wants happen with one punch. That's why this isn't just a fight. It's a statement. It's a test of talent versus chaos.
Mentally, Rolly has an edge on Ryan Garcia. We whooped him in 2 sparring sessions when we were together. And right now, it's going to come down to the mindset of each fighter. Whoever comes in the fight with the better, stronger mentality, to me, for this fight. Because Rolly's, of course, with a different trainer with Salas. Ishmael Salas, my guy. But it's a different style of training from what I train. And then you got Ryan. Reynoso's busy right now, so he's with his dad or whoever else. So now you got...
Shakur Stevenson didn't hesitate for a second. He made it clear that Ryan is winning this fight, and he's not taking it to the scorecards. Ryan, he said straight up, Raleigh is not that good. Ryan is the better boxer. That's a harsh judgment coming from a technician like Shakur, who knows how to spot flaws in a fighter. If Shakur believes you don't belong in the same technical league as your opponent,
coming fighter, if he's gonna jump out the ring or have an anxiety attack, like, he keeps everybody on their toes, man, because he's an entertainer.
But it's not just skill Shakur is looking at. He's betting on a knockout, suggesting he sees something in Raleigh that makes him vulnerable to disaster when facing someone like Garcia, whose power and timing, despite what his critics say, are still dangerous weapons in his arsenal. Teofimo Lopez agrees, but adds a bit of caution. He knows Raleigh's game and has felt the danger in his hands, and he understands the kind of storm Garcia will be walking into.
Fight with Rolly, and would you want to win? Actually, congratulations to Rolando Romero. He's going to change his family's life with this money and with this fight, so good to both of those guys. I think it's a great matchup.
He knows that Raleigh might be used as a stepping stone for Ryan's journey toward a bigger fight, possibly against Haney or someone else. But that stepping stone isn't flat. It's jagged and unpredictable. If Ryan makes one wrong move, it could ruin all the plans set for his 2025 campaign. Teofimo put it simply, Ryan has to be careful with Raleigh's punching power because Raleigh still has power and could definitely land something on Ryan. He might not be predicting an upset, but he's not ruling out the chaos. That's what makes this fight less of a tune-up and more of a real challenge.
Garcia versus Romero. Friday, May 2nd, live.
Despite his 16-2 record and his reputation for being an awkward, even crude brawler, Romero does one thing really well. He punches hard. He doesn't set traps. He doesn't impress with footwork or ring IQ. He just walks you down with strange angles, waits for an opening, and throws punches that feel like flying bricks. Even Tank Davis admitted it. When asked who hit harder, Garcia or Romero, Davis didn't hesitate.
I don't know how to say it, obviously. But, yeah, if he don't got no chin now, so Rolly be getting caught, but Rolly, he can hit, bro. Like, he can hit. When he's the only person I felt like, when he swung, it felt like bricks was in good. Is that the hardest really, like, is that the hardest one you faced in your career? Is that the hardest one? Well, I squad that was.
That's not just a soundbite. It's coming from a fighter who's been in the ring with both men. If Tank Davis feels that Rolly Romero is the one who hit him the hardest, it means that, despite all his flaws, his chin, his defense, his sometimes wild flurries,
Rolly going up to 147, there's many possibilities. There's the possibility of him having a better chin, which I'm not sure if he's going to have a better chin. There's probably the possibility of him being faster, stronger at 147. But him moving up to 147, the only thing I think that he's really going to get is him having a better chin, because at 140, he was getting hurt multiple times. His last fight, he didn't get hurt. He's a little bit, if I'm being honest, going to be...
And Ryan knows it. That's what makes this fight dangerous. Garcia isn't walking into this blind. In fact, he's very aware of what he's up against. If I get caught with one shot, it could be the end of the night, he said. He might not be the most skilled, but if he lands, it'll be an early night. That's not a lack of confidence. It's a sign that Ryan is coming into this fight with the right focus. It means his left hand will be ready, but his right hand will stay close to his chin. It means his feet will be moving, not dancing, not darting, but...
Quick question, how's everybody doing? Haven't talked to you guys in a while. Hope that everybody's doing good.
Yeah, everyone's having a blessed day. Rolly.
Keyshawn Davis didn't hold back. He went all in. Ryan will. Definitely beat Romero. Ryan is going to stop Raleigh. That kind of confidence comes from someone who has either seen the sparring or studied the tape. And Davis isn't wrong to call it early. If Ryan catches Raleigh clean, especially with one of those lightning-fast left hooks he's known for, it could be lights out in any round. Garcia has a gift for that shot. The quick, off-rhythm hook that snaps your neck, the kind that knocked out Fortuna and put Luke Campbell on the canvas. If Raleigh lunges in with one of his awkward angles and gets caught in the middle of an attack, it won't just be a knockdown, it'll be a statement.
Event, you may be the most popular fighter right now. You got the most eyes on you, the most to prove. What's your prediction? What's going to happen May 2nd?
I put Rolly to sleep with a left hook. That's it. That's what you're going to see. Period.
There's a silent countdown. Ticking. Everyone agrees that Raleigh is dangerous for 6 rounds. That's the window when his awkward style, raw power, and unpredictable energy are fully charged. After 6 rounds, he fades, not just physically, but mentally. He starts taking unnecessary risks, throwing shots from his hips, standing in front of punches, and forgetting the basics. If Ryan makes it past round 6 without getting hit, the rest of the fight will likely belong to him.
Rolly going up to 147. There's many possibilities. There's the possibility of him having a better chin, which I'm not sure if he's going to have a better chin. There's probably the possibility of him being faster, stronger at 147. But him moving up to 147, the only thing I think that he's really going to get is him having a better chin, because at 140, he was...
And those questions matter because this isn't just about Romero. It's about Garcia's redemption story, the Haney rematch, and a potential mega fight against Tank, maybe even Shakur. The stakes are huge. If Ryan loses to Raleigh, it's not just a loss, it's an explosion. Turki Al-Sheik's carefully planned storyline, the marketing machine, the promise of a Ryan versus Haney the Sao in October, all of it goes up in smoke. The rematch could still happen, sure, but it wouldn't have the same excitement. No belts, no heat, no edge, just 2 guys trying to fix a broken story.